Hello everyone, just moving on here. That one job that turned into 2 or 3, well, here's part of the outcome. I got the garden tilled. That's only been a week. And that is my beans. Don't they look beautiful? Over there I got my peppers. I don't know how well you can see them. Let me zoom in a little bit. There they are. They're starting to grow. They did take to the ground real nice, and now they are growing rather nicely. I'd also planted some peppers here in the blocks. They're just starting to take off. The one pepper that I had survive of the first bunch had still stalled, but she's growing, starting to grow now. That pretty little flower right there is the top of a volunteer potato. I have no idea how it got out here. As you can see, something's still chomping away on my cabbages. And more beans over here. More beans and beets over here. And then I've got beans growing in the cinder blocks here. Right along with this beautiful plant. It's got several items on it. We're still not sure whether it's squash or melon or pumpkin. And in between all these weeds here, I just do have some carrots growing. But back to that situation of one job turning into 2 or 3. Nope, wrong way on the zoom. There it goes. There is that sidewalk I pulled and placed in. Got stepping stones beside it to make it a little wider. I gotta get a few more in right here. It just happened to have a curve in it from where I pulled it from. That made it work just right to go to the gate. Now the third part of that job was I had to fill the hole in where it came from. So that's done. Alright. There's the update on that. Sorry it took so long. Thank you. Alright, here's the apple tree we have been bragging about. Last year it bloomed, frost got it, there was maybe a dozen apples on it. This year, as you can see, these are my little rustic apples. They are getting big. There we go, there's one right there. It is so heavy that instead of the branches hanging up or straight out, they are dragging. And they're sitting almost on my cinder blocks of the garden. Over there they are. And you can see back into that cubby hole, it's got it pulled down. The fence has helped holding it up. The same with the back. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's just loaded. Look at this. Zoom here so you can see all these. Look at that. That's just one little section of the branch right there. And 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 just in that little bunch right there. And be the same with these right here. And there's main stalk right there. I can't say the main stalk. The main stalk several years ago it fell over, so I have a couple logs under here holding it up. As far as my mulberry tree, this last winter took some damage, or last winter. I'd trim it out, so this is all the new growth right here. There was a few mulberries in there at first when I first started. Bird got to them way before I did. She's growing good, looking good. Alright. Here's my pitiful peas, as you can tell. They're dying as they get big, as they grow. There are a lot of them that's ready to pull now, and I'm going to save them for seed. I don't know for later this year or for next year. Alright, thank you very much. Hello again. I keep forgetting to add these beans here in. The ones in the cinder block right on my fence line. As you can tell, they are doing real good. I can keep the dogs off of them. But also inside of these beans, every once in a while one of my corns came up. Some volunteer tomatoes. There's one right there. I'm not sure if they're going to be yeah, I can. They're aromas. So the volunteer tomatoes and a couple melon or squash. There's one big one right there, wrapped around a tomato, and some beans. I wanted to throw this one in on there because I kept forgetting on all the other updates. And looky here, I've got a bean already. Look at that. Ain't she nice? Yep. Several of them in here. And they had growed right overnight then because they weren't there yesterday. Alright, there's that update. Thank you very much. Oh, Mr. Moving On here. Another process finished in the building of this garage. Got this wall laid out. Got the siding on it, which was leftover siding from the shed. It's just at the right height right here. Now I took some of the siding from the house that was tore down, got it up to the top, the rest of the way up to the top, and boy, it was a bear to stand this thing up by myself. What I did was took my cinder blocks, sorry for the quick motion here, took all these cinder blocks right here, and I was able to stack them up, lift the wall, and get a block under there to raise it up. Probably got shoulder high. Then I put the brace boards in it, and I was able to finish raising it that way in between the little rain showers. So it took me about 4 hours. And now I'm getting ready to set my lower 2x4s on the seals so I can get all the holes drilled where they're going to be for the anchors, get them mortared, anchored and covered for the rain that's coming. And when they dry, I can actually I can take my 2x4s back off and start the walls. And then that way they'll be all lined up where they need to go. So, that's that step. I'm getting a little closer. But I still haven't done anything else with the hole. I think I'm going to get the walls up. But, after I get my anchoring done, I go through this pile of wood I have, see what I got to use for all my framing. That way it keep me from having to go buy any. A lot of this wood is shorter than what I need, so I have to compensate in somewhere somehow or redesign. So hopefully I'll get you another update soon and show you what I've done with old wood. Now a lot of this wood was free. A lot of it. Thank you very much. Hello everyone, Mr. Moving On here. Update on the potatoes in the washer tubs. Alright, of course you've probably already just seen this beautiful green here. Now only half of what originally was growing has still been coming up. I've got my fingers crossed. But they're doing great. They're layered with straw, then dirt, and another layer of straw, and then compost on top. But as you can see, well, you've probably seen the soil is pretty wet from all this rain we've been having. But they are underneath this medium-sized maple here. And they don't get a whole lot of the sun until later in the evening. And they only get maybe a couple hours. They are doing very well, very well. And then this morning I came through. Here is a blackberry bush. This one here dead on the vine, but on dead vine. But I had to start picking them somewhat a little early due to blue jays mainly, but the birds are just loving these. Trying to get it focused in here. Where are we at? Right. Oh, there we go. Nice big one. There it is. Still on the green side, but yeah, birds won't touch it yet. Got that. Then, out in my driveway, sorry for the all the motion going on here. Grew wild last year and nothing produced on it, but this year, this little raspberry bush, I can't say much about being little, that's it right there. Look at all that. And now, zoom in here and let you see how loaded this bush is. I mean, it's just like the apple tree. I mean, they're so heavy, it's got the branches drugged down. Had to pick some up off the ground a little while ago when I picked some. But we're going to pick them, try and keep up with them, try to get to them before the birds do. And the jam is on the way. Alright. You all have a good day. And just remember, raspberries can grow wild anywhere. Oh, my, how did I miss this? I missed that beautiful raspberry right there. Oh, look at this. I was just out here a few minutes ago and picked these. Where'd he go? There it is. Look at that. Size of a nickel. Dime round and nickel long. And sweet yumminess. I love it. Alright. Thank you very much, folks. Mr. Moving on.